Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As mentioned on yesterday's Ripped Guide, I'm going to be doing some Guild Wars scoutings. So this is the very first one for me, and I'm a bit excited. So this is the bottom fort of the guild that we are currently fighting. And the first defense is gonna be Mort, Harseti, and Yaxenia. This is a very common defense, and people have different comps answering to it. But I find this comp to be the safest one amongst all of them. The idea, like how it works, is with Brightsenia, you are supposed to have Elvira in the back row, and Mort S3 should proc your Elvira below 50% HP without killing her. So that's that's the important part. And then the another important thing is that you need to have your Flan on immune set. So let's go to build. Um, with Elvira, I have uh her at 12k health with 1.5k defense, and she's also on Proof of Valor. This is because if you're fighting a very strong Mort, uh, because Elvira has an elemental disadvantage against Earth units, she might die. Even though she doesn't get her defense penetrated that much, she might die. So that's the reason why I have her on Proof of Valor. The ER isn't relevant that much. With Flan, I just have her on pure DPS build with her own artifact and with immunity set as well to prevent enemy Harseti stunning her with Abyssal Crown. With Bright Senya, guys, you can use her on any artifact you want. I have her on Adamant Shield to reduce damage coming from more. You can have her on 3F, you can have her on Holy Sack. Sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want with her. Yeah. So this is the first one. And let's go with the second defense. So this is a bit weird defense to me because you can just easily cheese it using Zio, Ludwig, and Astromer Selena. Because the only threat here is what if they are on counter set? And then every time you just attack them with ML Ludwig, they just keep countering you to death. So to prevent this, I have Astroman Selena. Let's check the builds. Yeah. My Ludwig is at 255 speed with some attack and crit damage with no imprint, sadly. Because I started playing this game on September 2023. So far, I got only one green Ludwig, so I don't have any imprints for him. Yeah. And also his own book, Turns and Speed set. My Zio is at 260 speed with attack release imprint on target health. That's pretty much it. And my Alina is on 216 speed with a Flan artifact. This is very important. If you are faster, then you don't have to do it. But my Alina is slow, so I need that CR push from that artifact. That's the reason why I have it. Yeah, let's now go into the fight. At the start of the fight, we're gonna have Harseti, of course, going first using S3. But this one is not base speed. And this is weird because if you are not running a base speed Harseti, then you should run the other heroes uh, with some speed as well, so that you just catch the opponent by surprise. But this Harseti doesn't do that. So I don't understand why this Harseti specifically is on a faster build. I just S3 to her to deal some decent damage and for a death break potentially. With Brania, I'm just going to use S1 into deleting her setting. So I just keep going, like I can use S3 here, but then it's going to get cleansed. So I just want to save it and use S1. Also, Mort is not going to be able to counterattack to you, so it's another bonus. Yang Senya is going to use S3, push Mort. This one has 35 HP. So if built right, yeah, he's gonna deal a decent amount of damage. That Proof of Valor prevented Elvi from dying, and then I proc Bright's Resolve. So from now on, it's very simple, guys. I just hard focus. Mort, uh, of course, he's gonna be on Holy Sack. Every time you see Mort, guys, it's Holy Sack. And Harseri, most probably, either Magic Bubble Breaker, but 90% is gonna be Abyssal Crown. So nothing to be surprised about. I saved S3 on Banyan. Uh, but then I regretted it because I like that animation. So you're gonna see me using it, and I'm gonna flags. I'm gonna soul burn S3 into killing a poor. I don't want to say it and then get censored by YouTube. Yeah, but that's what we were doing here. Let's get real. Now we're gonna soul burn S3 into Hyan, because if you do that to Archdemon, you're gonna proc enemy Hyan. So you don't want that. Let's go with the soul burn S3. Then we're gonna soul burn S1 into Hyan. There's no way she can counter you because we have Alina again. And then use S3. And now after Alina is gonna get 36% CR push, and she should cut in front of Sivan Baltes. Yeah, by far she just did that. And then Soulburn S3, because in case they survive, I just want to push my Ludwig up. And it also feels better. Like when you do that, it's like just die. Yes, guys. So this is the first one of today's scouting. Let's move on to the second one. So with this one, let me just write back. We are up against Harseti, Brightsenia, and BBK. I see people responding this defense with either Mort, uh, Alencia, Young Senya, and a +1. So instead of doing that, I really like Galalilius here, but mine is specifically built for Guild Wars offense. If you have a speed tournament, maybe it's not going to function the way that you need, but you can test this out. You can check it on the damage calculator to see if you can pull this off. But the main idea is that I'm going to have Sinful Angelica 1 to prevent Holy Sack Brania, or Holy Sack Mort, or Holy Sack any other knight that's for some reason is here. Janssen is of course gonna take the turn, and we of course don't forget to put Galalilis in the front line so that Young Senya gets 40 plus fighting spirit, and then she procs S2 immediately after her city's attack. This is my Sinful Angelica. She has decent ER. Here it's not that relevant. But she's on Candlestick because she's gonna be soaking up the damage coming from the BK. That's it. With Young Senya, she's on her own artifact, with some health and defense with Galileo. So this is very important. So mine is on triple turn set with 4.k attack with as much crit damage as possible, and also, even more important than that, she's on General's artifact. So this allows her to generate a barrier that prevents other DPS heroes from stop targeting Sinful Angelica and then targeting Galililius. So, I mean, of course, like the chances of Sinful Angelica getting less damage than your Galililius is a bit low, but still, I just like this artifact so much. It allows you to sustain her much longer than you would need. So for the second defense, it's gonna be ML Pera. This is the first time that I'm fighting against her, and yeah, I panicked sadly on this attack, and I just misplayed. But if I didn't misplay, this comp would work, so that's why I'm just continuing filming this video. It's gonna be about Pera, about Ha Yang, and then Archdemon Shadow. The same logic as the previous attack is gonna be Zio, Astromancer, Lena, and then Emma Ledwig. The same builds, guys. It's just same speed, same books, same build, nothing changed. So when we are at it, I'm going to show you why I misplayed, but the first one, let's go with the very first attack. So Harsiri is gonna go and use S3. So if you have someone like Alencia or Mort in the front line instead of Galilarius, then your Yamsenia with this attack is gonna take BBK to 0 HP. And then in your turn, BBK is gonna deal insane damage to you. So this is the whole reason why people use Bright Senya and BBK here. But because we have Galilarius, you just use S3 with Young Senya and then push Galilarius forward. Now we're gonna just use S3 into Bright Senya. Then, of course, if she's on Holy Sack, she's not gonna be able to revive, but she's not. And then we're gonna push, get the barrier, and then use S3 with Sinful Angelica, put up Immortality. Even not being at 0 HP, she procs Alexa's Basket and then deals insane damage to all my units. If she was at 0 HP, maybe she would have just killed my Young Senya, I don't know. But because we survived, no problem. Galilarius didn't even take any scratches, so she just goes ahead and then kills Harsari. We dual attack again. Even if I dueled here with Sinjanko, it would just kill. Then I just use S1 into BBK to proc her second immortality. She's gonna prioritize Sinjalka, and then I'm gonna use S1 and I delete her. It's very easy, very safe defense. So now here comes the mistake that I made. It's just simply a matter of misplaying, I think. But there are other possibilities where they are super tanky and I still don't kill, but it wasn't a case like that, I think. So instead of S1, I sadly use S2 into Hwayoung, of course, because if I do that to others, Hwayoung might proc Divine Missile. So I just S2 and then use S3. And this costs me the loss, sadly. Because I didn't have enough damage to take Archdemon to a lower HP. She survives. And this Valpera is on damage build. Sorry, HP build. Like, she has so much bulk. She didn't die immediately. I always thought that she would be on like DPS build, but she has insane HP for some reason. And then boom, guys. They're gonna target my poor Elena, and then they're gonna slowly just chip away everyone with swift attack. Boom, another extra attack. And then keep increasing combat arenas. I don't even take a turn, I die. Here though. No, I didn't freeze. No, my computer, my cam didn't freeze. I'm just thinking, guys. Now, this girl has only 20% evasion. And guess what happens? I miss. Even though I hit on the second one, she ends up living with 700 HP, and then this causes me die. I mean, would I still win? I don't know. I misplayed, so I didn't do myself. But if I didn't misplay, I just use S1 instead of S2 with Ludwig, then I would just win this attack as well. So we are all learning. But overall, it was a good attack. I'm glad that I was able to show you guys some safe comps with my other attacks. And with the introduction of new ML heroes, I am like, I just learn how to tune my offense and then how to make it safe. So yeah, next time I fight her, I know what I'm gonna be doing. Yes. Thank you again for watching this video, guys. I'm gonna be doing more Guild Wars scoutings. I hope it helps you guys with your attacks. If you don't have certain heroes, you can replace them. You can always use Fribble's Guild Wars to improve your attacks. But until next time, take care and thank you again for watching this video. Peace.